loves that movie. I got a series of bashful on camera. Look at it. But it was true. Like, I really felt it. Snacks are so tasty. My favorite is the homemade Oreos.
Oh, I have to try that. That is so good. I have to try it.
They're all from Mama, except for this ones are from Alice's. Thanks, dude.
Alex's new thing is this. I apologize.
Needed someone to understand my ups and downs.
Yeah? In a good way?
It's like unhinged. False retelling of the relationship between Abraham and Mary Clinton.
Yeah, that's what I got.
In the days leading up to his assassination.
I gotta see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's like purposefully serious.
But I'm nervous.
I love them. They really feel them. They're like super thin. I have matching like super red shoes, but Joey forgot them.
And then I got this grant, so
So close.
I was talking like over the next 7 years. So but I haven't started like.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll do a spell. Okay, can I show you? And then they took their Diva cup out, put it into a jar, put water in the jar, and then poured it over the seeds, and then poured some wax over the whole thing. Are you putting it's all filled now.
It's like a...
And then it bloomed. So I called them yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, are they gonna bloom? And they and they're gonna become flowers, and they're gonna take care of me. And then the flowers, you can eat the flowers.
No.
So when I eat those flowers, I'm gonna reach full power.
That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
That's gonna be really cool.
Isn't that crazy? I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, it's a friend from Vermont. I mean, this person also officiated Joey and I's wedding and may know all about plants.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about plants.
It's like I'm already. Where do we go?
Sharing a few words to rein in this wedding weekend. And so Rose will be
Okay, hi everybody, my name is Rose. You can tell because I have rose earrings on, so that's I love Karinyas and Josh so much. I think we all do, that's why we're here. But I can't believe we're getting married tomorrow, and I'm so happy that we're all here and we get to talk about them all weekend. My favorite thing to do is talk about Karinyas and Josh, so it works out for me. In order for us all to make our trains upstate on time, I had to cut about 400 to 500 words about the sweet baby dog that lives upstairs. So she's not featured in my speech, but I would like to shout out the gorgeous angel of 83rd Street, Coney Kara Goldman. Karinyas and I met because we lived on the same floor our freshman year in college. And John Jay, for those familiar. Fate was on my side though, because just in case I hadn't had the chance to become her friend through sheer proximity, we were also cast in the same absolutely ludicrous play. It was called Lulu. I'm not going to talk about it, but if you want to hear about the crazy rave street mattress play we did when we were 18, just find me after the reception tomorrow. moment that Karinya and I met, but I do remember what it felt like to become Karinya's friend. I think everyone in the room already knows this, but Karinya is incredible. She has the most alive, creative, and joyful mind. She makes connections no one else could dream of, and she invites us all into her brilliance with an instinct for humility and generosity that I find staggering. Karinya is also just such a goofball. When we were sophomores in college and living together for the first time, we would play this game. We would play all kinds of games, but we had one game that I think was our best, which we took tape and we sectioned off our room into 3, not quadrants because there was 3, but 3 sections. One you could ask questions in, one you could make statements, and then one I think you just could declare. Yeah. Like you have to really say it. And then we would spend hours just hopping like from one part of our room to the other, having just normal conversations, but if you like broke the rules, you had to go back. It was really we would also make graphs about things that don't belong on graphs, and we ran around our freshman floor labeling everybody's doors with mysterious codes. I think they were Harry Potter related for Horace. But Karinya used to do this dance also to this song from 2012. I thought about looking it up, and then I was like, I'll just sing a little bit of it. It goes, light 'em up, up, light 'em up. I described it, but this is the dance. And tomorrow, you should have the DJ, somebody asked the DJ to play Light 'em up, so everyone can see Karinya's incredible dance. But she would just make me crack up constantly. College was not always a comfortable place for me, but Karinya made everything feel very good, just so good and safe. People tell people who are getting, like, oh no, to me, Karinya Garrett is pure magic. That's the next one. People tell people who are getting married that they're glowing, and Karinya is glowing today. She looks so beautiful. But Karinya glows every day. She is an extremely, extremely special person. I am so honored to be here today and this whole weekend to celebrate and soak up the incredible love that Karinya and Josh have built together. I get bragging rights of being Karinya's roommate when she and Josh met. And maybe I have wedding goggles on, but I feel like I could have predicted their wedding day back in 2017. Karinya and Josh understand each other so deeply. I didn't know Josh before he and Karinya met, so I got to watch in awe as this person I knew so well seemed to find her soulmate. And I know it's a cliche word, but I mean soulmate. One of Karinya and Josh's first dates, I wrote this and I wasn't thinking about how today is tea themed. So the next is like, they like tea a lot, but I think that's obvious now. One of their first dates was what we now call the tea excursion. And then Karinya likes tea, there's a whole thing there. This wonderful man took her on this very elaborate tea-themed date. They had tea, classic, then they had tea ice cream, and they had tea cocktails, and they were probably into tea cups. And then for Halloween that year, they were Earl and Lady Grey. These two are puzzle pieces. They make each other laugh endlessly, and they support each other and trust each other implicitly. Last week I was at their apartment helping Karinya with a wedding task, and Josh got home a few minutes before I was heading out. Karinya told me about their dance, which no spoilers, but it's really, really lovely. And Josh asked if I wanted to see it, and of course I wanted to see their dance. So they danced, and they held each other, and the wedding was so close then, and it's even closer now. And I could see this beautiful, warm love they had for each other, just dancing along between them. And the way Josh looks at Karinya sometimes, it really makes me like, we were at her bachelorette, at Karinya's bachelorette, and also Josh's bachelorette. And there's this moment Karinya's coughing, and like the way Josh just looked at Karinya, like there's just such an intense and beautiful and safe love that these two have and that they share with us. There's an enormous amount of care between you both. And you're not scarce with it. You share that love and warmth with everybody in this room, with everybody beyond this room and beyond the room we're going to be in tomorrow. And I'm honored to know Josh and Karinya. They have made my life a better one. And I cannot wait to watch them tie their lives together tomorrow. I love you both so much.
Okay, next our friend Emma.
We'll see. But hello, everybody. My name is Emma, and I'm also very excited to be here, helping to welcome all of you guys to Josh and Karinya's wedding weekend. I know it might sound kind of silly to say, and probably is a sentiment that would make more sense coming from Josh and Karinya themselves as the bride and the groom, but I also feel like I have been waiting for this particular day can't believe that it's finally here, we're celebrating. For some context as to why I feel that way, Josh has been one of my best friends for over a decade now, which is pretty kind of crazy to hear out loud. Didn't realize it got so old. But even though it was so long ago, I actually can still remember the exact time that I met Josh. We happened to be in a physics class together. It was on our very first day of physics class, freshman year in college. And that class also just happened to have a textbook that was on back order everywhere, it seemed, and just impossible to find, which was very stressful and did not make either of us happy as kind of nerdy and slightly anxious people. So at the end of the class, while like all of our classmates left to go do whatever college freshmen do, Josh and I instead beelined right for the professor's desk to try and get some like insider advice on how to find lo and behold, the professor basically said, "Don't worry about it. It's really not a big deal." So of course, Josh and I decided we were going to worry about that. And so we exchanged phone numbers so we can further coordinate our textbook search. And that was kind of that. I wish that I could say that we've gotten to be a lot cooler and maybe chiller as well since then, but I don't know that that is true. What I do know, though, is definitely true, is that Josh has been a constant like from that day onwards. I think at the time we really bonded over some of our, slightly weird and little, niche interests. So as an example, this kind of alludes to T-excursions as well. The very original origin of that term was after every physics exam freshman year, Josh and I would go on an excursion to go visit a new tea shop as a celebration. That was how we would celebrate our physics exams, not like with a beer or anything like that. A tea shop, and we coined the term T-excursion. We also once spent like a freshman year Friday night going to see Zach Braff, who was the actor from Scrubs, in a Broadway play, rather than again any sort of party or anything like that. But we did also mingle and try out some more stereotypical college activities. I used to try to host cocktail nights weekly with very cheap and very gross ingredients. And Josh even joined a frat. So. But I do also have a time limit for this speech, so I'll stop there before I tell many embarrassing college Josh fraternal stories. But similar to Rose, feel free to find me tomorrow if you want to. Instead, I want to switch gears and say that part of what I find so beautiful about Josh and Karinya and their relationship is how much they each embrace each other's quirkiness and little random interests that they really, really love. I think from the moment that Josh has met Karinya, she's just very obviously brought out the very best and most genuine version of Josh. There's been no more, pretense, no frat boy phasing anymore. Just really cool. And Josh is really just, with Karinya and since Karinya, always just been the incredibly sweet Josh that I met back in physics class. He was so confident and cool and moving his nerdy face. So it's genuinely been one of my favorite things over these years to watch the two of you kind of go off the deep end with all of your hobbies. Whether it's your shared hobbies, like the jam-packed theater-going schedule, you're literally always at play, or the never-ending and also never-shrinking list of books to read, despite how many books you do read. That list just gets bigger and bigger. Or the very well-curated movie nights that you guys host here at your home or plan for us out at the Living Center and beyond. It's been really fun to watch. And I've also loved watching you guys show each other new things. I love that Josh has shown Karinya that there is joy in running, and now she's able to have marathons. Or that Karinya has showed Josh that there's also joy in being a bit sad. And we've gotten Josh to some evil music nights. Working back, Karinya and I really bonded, I think, individually over our shared emo phase. That was very good. I guess to sum it up, overall, Karinya, I really love that you gave Josh a crossword puzzle on one of your second dates that you wrote, or on your second date, that you had wrote for him. And Josh, I love that you so jumped into that hobby and everything that you do, that you proposed to bring the crossword puzzle that you wrote as well. And I'm just overall so happy that the boy who celebrated finishing exams my freshman year with 2
here. Enjoy what remains of the tea and pastries. And we'll see you all soon.
I was so nervous.
It's like the most separated out of us in college. Met, can't find a textbook.
Yes. Good times. Hello, Katie. I do love you both very much. And I didn't even tell you you were a nerd. I was just playing it for funniness.
I think it was
Rose is making me cry, to be honest. Rose. You have to see other people. That is
Any reactions to the day before?
Reactions day before. We're excited, like our feelings.
Yeah.
We're excited.
What are you excited for?
Excited for the ceremony. I'm gonna cry. I'm excited for the vows.
I'm ready to feel.
We're ready to.
My heart is like, the speeches right now are really great.
It's warming us up.
I got that little feeling in the back of my throat. Yeah, it's like,
Rose.
I'm taking on.
And the tea is delicious. I'm happy to be here.
I liked the revelations from the speeches, the like tea excursion thing.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Really?
Oh yeah, that he first went on tea excursions with Emma, and that was her
It's
first
kind of a scandalous detail
It was a
almost.
little scandalous. Like I was here first.
Yeah. No, but it's in
Everything's
passing.
coming together.
Yeah.
Passing of the torch.
That's the torch. I don't know about that. I really agree with that. It's not going to make the final cut, and that's okay.
Emma, any reactions after your speech?
Oh, I'm very happy it's done. I was nervous, but I think I got a couple laughs where I wanted them, and I think it was okay. What do you think?
Yeah.
My reaction is that tea is incredible.
I love the handmade Oreo, homemade Oreo.
Oh yeah.
Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, the treats were really good. Here's, if you want some tea on tea day, Alice's teacup fucked up the scones order, made Josh run all the way out to 73rd Street, and then they didn't even deliver the right scones.
And Josh did say there were scones that are here are very good though. So
Yeah, they're tasty.
Wait, they just didn't deliver them at all?
No, so they sent him with like a box of they delivered it. They were supposed to deliver everything, and they sent like a box of sandwiches, small box of sandwiches, and then like 5 gallons of clotted cream and raspberry preserves, and no scones. And they ordered 72 scones.
do they have to make them?
So then they called Alice's teacup and they said, Alice's teacup, what the hell is going on? Nobody picks up. You couldn't get the agent. It was just like, hi, you've reached Alice's teacup. So then he had to walk all the way down there, pick up the box of scones, and then they didn't deliver the right scones.
I feel like me and Josh are in such a toxic relationship with Alice's teacup. Like, I want them to treat them better. I'm not gonna lie.
I know,
And it's also beautiful. They've had so many special moments.
Yeah,
You need to care for these people.
I know.
Yeah.
We need to get on it.
Alice's teacup, seriously, grow up and learn how to
better.
treat the people who love you with care.
We could all learn from that.
Yeah.
Great speech. How do you think it went?
I feel like I blacked out.
You did so good. Thank you. I was really nervous. I'm not all. I was like, that was beautiful.
I guess stage fright now in my building.
You don't have to.
Love their butts. I was gonna say asses, but I don't want to be inappropriate on camera.
You did already say that.
Do you guys do a lot of public speaking?
I do some, a little bit, here and there. I dabble.
I've never given a wedding speech before.
You've got a chance tomorrow. Are you going to?
Is it just like open speeches?
It doesn't matter. Just knock on that cup.
That to me, you could give one right now. It would count as a wedding speech.
I'll save it for tomorrow.
Wow, he's locked on that camera.
I'm like locked on the camera. I'm like, and you heard that.
I feel like, because people are so used to being filmed now, but I do feel like
I'm
it's
not
2000
used to that.
and I'm like, oh my god.
I'm not used to that.
Yeah, and that's the tea. Wow, that.
10 out of 10. I loved the tea.
Wait, we're just the tea or the speech?
I picked the tea. Wait, was it? Well, the speeches were amazing.
10 out of 10?
Yeah. It was 11 out of 10 for the speeches. Especially Emma's.
I'm banging on the window.
And like yelling at us.
Yeah.
What were they yelling?
I don't know. And then eventually they come all the way around and they start banging on the door. I don't want this recorded.
No press, please.
Wedding footage really has everything in it.
I know.
So he's like, stay close and say.
The most important part of
Ooh,
our
do I get in the video?
And I have
again.
and I have those little gels.
The gels were weird.
I liked them.
It tastes
Is that
like
the peach?
Yeah, the peach ring.
You're gonna have one.
Listen, peach is my favorite artificial flavor.
You're gonna have one.
Yeah.
It's Luber.
It's a looper.
Great.
This is a good idea.
Coffee hits right every
I
time.
should be a Dunkin' brand ambassador. Always bringing people in.
Yes.
Yeah.
He got overwhelmed by our
Ah, there he is. It's like, what have I done in writing these schools?
Congratulations.
Why do I have so?
Are we gonna do like some pictures of the suit hanging?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
So maybe
put stuff
they
down.
could,
Yeah,
but we'll move our
But
stuff
like
in.
we'll want to move it eventually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah,
Did you
this
both
is-
sleep here last night?
We did.
Oh.
I know, scandal.
Oh.
I know, we're not so traditional.
Oh.
Wow.
And
3 pounds.
party size.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
It's a party.
York peppermint patties is
That's
Cameron.
Happy wedding day. Thank you, Joshie.
Thank you.
What? The candy. Oh my god, that's so cute.
Um,
This was the stinky day.
Oh my god.
We were just reminiscing about their
That's
wedding.
how we
My parents were like,
celebrate.
yeah, stinky.
Toblerone, Swetha.
Oh.
My gosh, Josh, we're so young. Where is this?
There was like some open bar downtown, do you remember?
Yes.
Yes. It was like one of those like new bar holds a lot of open bars. to try to get,
Look
like,
how baby Josh is.
Oh my gosh.
You got to see the picture yet? Look how baby little Josh is.
Oh my god. Brand name Cadbury eggs, but we got like all brand mini ones.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Joshy.
And your schedules are in there too.
Incredible.
Schedule. Oh, look at those. I've had those kind of schedules.
So
And
yummy.
then your reading should be in there.
Okay.
Emily was wondering if it was going to be printed out. She was like, I have it in a text message.
I have it in a text that I've been scrolling.
Very official.
Yeah. Oh, guys, we're so little.
We're so big, and apparently we were stinky.
Apparently we were
Silly
sneaky.
and so little.
Emma, I proposed to you in that coordinates.
You did.
So I guess your friends were onto something.
Oh, Josh, we were saying
married
too,
again
because it
today,
looks like they're
turns out.
building the
And-
Shakespeare place, like the Hudson Valley
Yes,
Shakespeare
yes,
Festival.
they are.
That's what you guys should do for like an anniversary thing.
That's
schedule.
the plan.
We're gonna get you.
Hopefully labeled.
Yes.
Ooh, chili.
Ready.
You guys are just in time for Josh as Shrek.
I do want to see that. I think I remember. You're Rebecca. Yes, I remember you from time.
Time.
Yes. Yes. Oh, you look so pretty already.
Karinya, how do you
Oh,
feel?
you got a Dunkin' too. We did a big Dunkin' stop.
Oh yeah.
My dad drove us up here, so. Oh, hi. This is Alex.
Oh, you're videotaping it. Oh, good. But we need to take some pictures.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
I'm also gonna steal a big.
400 pictures.
Yeah.
There was one of the sittings where there was over 200 pictures.
I'm so bad. I don't even know.
Mr. Promotion again. Very good. Yeah, he's so good.
Maybe actually,
You get the big bagel. Yes, yeah.
Oh, these are like big sandwiches.
is that helping?
This is like when they play late night and have the best, but only the weirdos are still. We're happy with the deli. This is a recommendation from the venue. Like every recommendation the venue's given us for vendors or everything has been great.
That's awesome.
Make it so easy.
That's very good.
Otherwise, I shake it and savor it.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, I brought my saber just for this purpose. Yeah.
He's gonna be a husband! He's almost a husband! And he's still Josh! Woo! Why, thank you.
Thing for us?
No, he's joining us.
Emily, what's the toast?
I don't know. To Josh and Karinyas.
And many years of happiness. To butternut
To more
Josh.
Sundays at Josh and Karinyas.
Josh is getting married. I just like.
Oh my God!
I said I couldn't
We're gonna
sing.
have to sing the song that's
The
like
entire
go to
year
the chapel.
that Emma and I on Sunday mornings
Chapel.
would just like walk around, intermittently checking the time, being like, do we think it's time that we can like invite ourselves to Josh?
You're like they're usually done with errands by 2.
Now we can go to Josh and Karinyas.
Yeah.
That was another huge idea. I had.
Oh, well, I'm also in for a photographer to take pictures of this.
Oh, yeah.
What? I'm also in for a photographer.
Yes. Oh yeah, before you get there.
I'm not
I'll sit on that.
Oh, it's been so long.
We need to all do like a line where we're just like, okay, you alternate.
Oh yeah. Should we?
Yeah.
Start us off. Ready?
Okay, wait. We have to do it. We have to be in like a line, right?
What do you mean?
I feel like we all like we alternate, like yeah, exactly. Like if you're in the middle, like yeah, exactly. Ready?
Okay, but you and Alex have to match, right?
Yeah, I'll
Oh.
have to match. Okay, so we're gonna go right. This one's gonna go left. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
By the time I was in it was kind of like a...
Alright, this is really good at this.
Not bad.
Do you have any input on what shoe color I wear?
Sorry.
How's your day been? Great. Awesome. We're here to shoot some details on scissors. So let me know where you're at.
Perfect.
Okay, awesome. See you in a bit.
See you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What are you guys doing there?
We're fixing Becca's dress because she's gonna trip and fall. It's the current length.
DIY. What are we at, time-wise? Well, 12:08. Okay, I should start getting dressed then. They're almost done, so that works.
They can't start the wedding without you. So if you need more time, we'll make it happen.
We'll be good.
I like your comment. Hey, Karinya, how's it going?
Great.
Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm Rebecca.
Hello. Oh, are you one of Josh's sisters?
Yes.
Oh, would you like to send a message to Josh?
Send a message to Josh?
Yeah.
What kind of message?
Wedding message.
So excited. Love you so much. I don't know what to say. And yeah, it's your wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we all scream again? Karinyas coming!
I think I don't need to brush my teeth. So my plan is still to wait for the, very good. It's time. But I can put this shirt on.
Yeah, get in here. Yo, you're all cozy guys. I know. We're really doing things.
Yes.
I'm good. Oh, yeah. You should go.
That's perfect, like the shark song is
Yeah, it's really right.
Loving and fighting on. It's a paradise and it's a war zone.
I think she should do holding out to her hero.
It's a paradise and it's a war zone. Pillow talk turns into coffee in the morning.
Take it off. Take it off.
Wedding boxers!
Josh, this is the finest festival
They were specially selected for the wedding. Yeah. She has matching boots.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute.
Emma, make a note of that. Make a note of that.
Yes.
I was supposed to try this on at some point, but I've not worn it since we picked it up.
Oh, I love those tabs. This is a good suit.
Oh, where?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Good catch. Thank
Eagle
you.
eyes.
This is why we have everyone here to help you out.
I was distracted by the
Wow, that was a good song choice. What's the next one? Is this one?
I'm not expecting to get this on the first try. I can do the knot. It's the length that I'm not doing. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Right. You're gonna end up too short. That might make you end up too long.
Yeah. I've also never worn a tie before, so.
You've never worn a tie?
No, this.
Oh,
Yeah. This is my first time wearing a tie.
Yeah.
And it's camcorder.
He gets the shots maybe needed.
It's the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Just Emily cutting bouquet for 5 minutes.
Those scissors are bad.
Is that for you?
I know, we need nails in there.
Yeah. You guys are welcome to come closer if you want. Hello.
Maybe just thank you, Judy.
How did you get this to work?
I think the key is to hold it and
Get a little crease.
It's truly gonna be the start amount of content of us trying to
Do another whistle at Josh once he gets his seat.
I don't know if people saw the boats on the
I know, I love the boats.
so good.
No
Wait,
Mickeys?
don't you need the
That wasn't an option.
You're sailing off to happiness.
Yeah.
Wait, there's you got Tally with ties.
You got buttons, yeah.
One extra. Yeah, Josh! Oh my god, it looks beautiful with your eyes too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you look so gorgeous. This is just like my cartoon.
Oh, I like the watch.
Yeah, it's also
The
green.
Disney watch. We're doing this now and then for the reception. I'll do
I was
this.
gonna have to do a wedding Josh cartoon on the shirt too.
I think I wanted to do a flat.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't know how to make it the right.
Let's start from a YouTube video.
Yeah, we can YouTube this.
Do you think that Sassy Lady has one?
Yeah.
Like just like a little tiny sliver. The wedding, that's a fun vibe. I did this in the wrong order.
Did you?
I feel like the jacket should not have come on.
Do you need us to bend down and help you? Oh god, the detail on the suit is beautiful too.
Now, love the little herring bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, we're so happy with the fabric in the suit.
You're such a handsome girl.
Thank you so much.
And if you wanted to sit over here in the cubby,
yeah.
I think it'd be a great shot.
You guys are professionals.
You're not wearing the vest, Josh?
I'm changing it.
Easy.
You have to Photoshop all those photos the other way.
Yeah, right? So my mom's like, alright, even Josh can look bad.
You look good now.
Yeah, she always says. She always says.
Let's use your other hand and turn your body a little bit that way.
Options.
Oh, yeah. Options?
What's not too
No, stop.
Oh, I love it. Hang on.
We're gonna get.
Yay.
Would you rather look at Josh? Alright, look at
You
Josh.
guys just get really, really close. Like pull it really tight. Oh my god, I love it. Love it. Got it.
The camera's here. What's your
The clutch? Yeah. It's right here. Wait, what's happening?
All right, so you're gonna come with us.
Josh,
All right, Josh. You got this. You got this. Goodbye, Josh.
Fall in love with her again.
Oh, are you trying to sleep with the camera?
They gave it to us the day before.
That's crazy.
No.
It's a cookie can't go.
And you're not using them here, right?
No. Backup videographer.
Ready over here. I love it. It's all Are you in the party room? Party room? Your room is rock. Oh yeah, yeah.
Got my 73?
Yeah.
This is all so good.
It's so good.
It's beyond good. Very, very good.
Perfect.
Oh, and the drinks, like everything is, has come together. You have the recipe for the.
Yeah.
Do you guys have one?
For today.
Yeah, beach theme. Oh, I know one.
I'm gonna go for green flag. Why? What is You're not, I'm gonna shoot like tight, so you can go. I mean, I don't know for John. He usually works around. So.
I just try to make it.
Feeling nervous?
In a good way.
You're gonna do great.
Nervous about.
Oh, it's all good stuff.
I see a look in your eye. It's not a lot to back.
I think this looks great.
See, there's a guy just like walking down in the field. Yeah, get that on camera.
I got it, don't worry.
Very subtle camera work.
That's why you hired me, Josh.
Not quite.
That was very.
Are you sending an invoice after this?
No.
Do a little hair pat. Toppest part. Yeah, that part.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I keep thinking honestly that I'm all out. I'm like that I've been run dry.
I know.
And then there's always more.
Test out this makeup before. Yeah, you were there when I
Yeah.
And like, I got the earrings in.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, they worked.
They worked.
All of the practice.
All of the practice worked.
Now kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, that was bad luck.
Now we stay together the whole time. How about a little kiss right there, you two? And then maybe put your faces together, like your faces towards me but not looking at me. Kind of just like, yeah.
Darjeeling.
Oh, we're Darjeeling, right? I have no idea. I think so. October. I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's incredible!
Yeah, we know.
Oh my god!
The name started to lose meaning.
Karinyas!
It's like, well, you need to get pedicures.
Yeah, it's good. That's why I'm getting a buniette, is because I don't spread my toes out enough.
Bent by Google.
Very nice.
This is what Josh and Karinyas are going to do tonight.
You got strong toes, man.
Thanks, dog. You too.
We're married now.
Aw, hell yeah. Yeah.
Emma, please look up. Yeah.
Toes freaking late.
Toes life.
You guys, your toes feel great.
This is kind of nice. Wedding photography.
They look beautiful.
I met your mom.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah, like radiance or fine.
Big smile.
Josh is
So, I'm gonna whip it all.
Tatum and Emma here?
Yes, yes. All right, so can we just?
Yes.
And you're Tatum? Pleased to meet you.
Mom, dad, and grandma.
Yes, you want everybody here, guys? What, do you want us to all be here? Do you want to?
Right after this. We'll sign it.
Yeah, I can do it. I've looked it up on Google Translate to make sure that I've not written anything vulgar.
Sure, Goldman, yeah. Yeah, all right. And Tatum, that works.
McConnell.
McConnell, well, that's something we
Come up with a couple fun songs. We're going to
And Emma.
Oh, yeah,
at
very fun.
It's supposed to be Iconet, yeah.
Iconetic.
I think maybe, it's gonna take some time to gather it. Gotcha. We're trying.
Anything vulgar or inappropriate?
Okay, we
No. That's good. Did you get it right? Mince?
I think so. I think you did well.
So the first thing I tried here was without the olive, and it was T-Tom, which Google Translate tells me is your face.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I would chase a good speed on your
So we changed that.
I got a 24.
So they're going to sign the name Hebrew? The Hebrew side will say Hebrew name.
They'll sign in English, I'll sign in Hebrew.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's great. That's super. No,
That's really
your own names in it. The question is, what do you wish to have? If you wish to have your names appear in it, it says here the bride is here. But you can do,
Plenty of seats.
yeah, what was So it's small. So over under the bride, you're going to write Karinyas, and over here you'll write the names of your mom. You could do it the family name. Your handwriting is as beautiful as you. Well, I guess you can do it in the space. So we're putting the finishing touches to this beautiful document. Speaking to Miri and to Ranjita earlier, the mothers of Josh and Karinyas, I heard that this document, this beautiful ketubah, looks quite Indian, and it gave them an extra frisson, you know, that this marriage, which on the surface appears to be separate worlds, is actually strangely, you know, called into existence as something whole and beautiful, which is what we'll be celebrating. And the celebration begins with the beginning of the, with this document. And this document is an expression, I'll mention some version of this, at the wedding ceremony itself, of a Jewish intuition, which is that love and law are fully compatible. This is at odds with the majority culture, which is the largest religion in the world, Christianity, which is grounded in a language, doesn't always live according to it, in which law and love are completely unrelated. That one who loves doesn't need law. So marriage is really a celebration as we understand it as Jews, and I believe we share this with the Hindus, as we share much. We understand it as an institution that takes love and seeks to make that love live beyond sentiment, beyond emotion, beyond circumstance. So it's a noble wish. It's a noble dream. It is hard to do, and we're all here to participate in that. Tatum and Emma have a particular responsibility, which I'll mention in a moment. So Josh has just put in the names that were here. It was an anonymous document. It now is clearly stating that Karinyas and Josh are getting married, and mentions their parental lineage as well. So now we have two witnesses, and according to Jewish law, the witnesses establish the fact. And so, to the extent that this is a Jewish document, by the way, bride and groom, you can sit here, and I'll reverse myself. I want to honor you as king and queen. Yeah. So, we'll leave it here now for the witness to sign. We'll turn it when the bride and groom sign. So when you guys sign, you're signing this document because you've been selected by Josh and Karinyas, because not only are you capable of signing your names, which we're grateful for, and Josh will render them in Hebrew, which has worked out beautifully, but also because that they know, Josh and Karinyas know, that a marriage, as I was indicating earlier, requires work, because it's taking something that is unworldly, often, love, and attempting to make it live in a world which, in my experience, often has contempt for or absolute indifference to love. And that affects the quality of, because you're in the world. So friends are critical. And you've accepted, therefore, an extra measure of responsibility upon yourselves, which will be so indicated by your fixing your signature in this magnificent document. One other observation to make, which I'll probably iterate under the chuppah, and that is, this is beautiful. So that, again, the Jewish intuition is that law, that is really law, comes from love and is beautiful. So an adorned stop sign might be an expression of that, a pretty one, or maybe a traffic light is really, But oftentimes laws are ugly and coercive, and therefore we understand why many people dissociate them from love. But therefore, laws that don't come from love and aren't beautiful in some deep sense are not, as Jews understand it, law. They're just simply coercive behaviors imposed upon people for arbitrary reasons. Okay, having said all that, I'm now practiced for what I'll say in a shorter way in the chuppah. I always have to warm up the way musicians do. You were supposed to begin, I defer to you. You're going to begin with a little...
No, I'll play at the... I'll
play at the end. Okay,
yeah.
thank you, Meryl. Okay. She's playing a soprano sax, and we both love Paul Winter, the great...
Yeah, we just heard of Tito.
All right, so I'll hand off to you guys. You are Tatum.
I am Tatum.
Tatum, please, okay. So you're going to fix your signature over here, and I should do for you, I'll have you do it. When you accept responsibility as husband and wife, what this document calls for is the elevation of a pen. But so you've just done that, okay? The problem is you're the two witnesses to their elevation. I'm the one with, say, Karinyas, who will note that you have raised your pen as a symbolic expression of your accepting the responsibilities that I've laid out. Okay, go ahead, please. Law does sometimes seem awkward and maybe not beautiful, but we did it. Okay, now Emma, you will fix your signature here too. Lift that pen and press, thank you. And if you'll sign that, and then Josh, I'm going to have you, you can do it now or you can do it later. Maybe you'll do it now, the rendering their names in Hebrew, right? You're a quick study of Hebrew is quite good. Okay. Thank you. You didn't, it looks very pretty. So you want to do over here, where it says 8A. Yeah, exactly. incumbent upon you as laid out in this document, which I think you've had a chance to read, which suggests that you wish to live a life of love and honesty together. Right? Then please elevate this. Witnesses, you'll notice that she's accepting responsibilities as laid out. Your name over here where it says bride. Right there. Okay, and then Josh, I'm going to ask you to render it in Hebrew. You'll do it with more confidence than Karinyas, where it says kala.
The left-handed.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, once again, Joshua, Josh, I'm not sure you Joshua, even though that is your formal Hebrew name, I'm sure, and you'll write it down. But Josh, you accept upon yourself the responsibilities incumbent upon you as the husband of this beautiful bride.
I accept the responsibilities.
Okay. You've seen that elevation? So, since it's also an American document, bride and groom signed it. If it were only a traditional Jewish document, it would only be the two witnesses. You guys would not actually sign, interestingly enough. But we want this to be valid in America. I believe there's a licensed citizen.
We also have a.
Okay. Now, why don't you bring out the license and that ready for us? And now, it also has room for the rabbi to put the rabbinic signature, which I will do. Okay. So we need two witnesses for the New York license, I believe, is that right?
Yes.
Yep. So, shall I spare you this, or do you want to do this as well? What do you feel? It sounds like you're on a run, you're on a rush here. You want to fill in,
I think we'll
no ceremony for this is for the state. Next one. I think I need to sign this.
You're right at the bottom.
At the bottom. It doesn't need any other. Is it listed above? We should probably do a swift. Well, you're going to narrow.
I got the doina.
You have to, yeah, give us
All
the
right,
doina. This
so Josh and Karinyas asked me to play. I'm Meryl Goldberg. I've known Karinyas since she was born, literally. And I've known Josh since Karinyas known Josh. Although I've always known him as Josh from Connecticut. So I play klezmer music, and I'm going to play what's called a doina, weddings for centuries and centuries and centuries. But one of the really cool, unique things about a doina is it's completely improvised, which means what I'm going to play for you has never been played before and never will be played again. And that's true of weddings from centuries and centuries back, all over Eastern Europe. And by the way, the doina really, we think came from Romania at first, but then Ukraine. Right. So.
Do we know what doina means? Does it have a particular?
I don't know if there's a translation.
Doina is the folk music in Romania.
Yeah, but it's just like the name.
Generic title.
And this is going to be just a pensive kind of cool piece, which, I should also say, in more olden times, like a couple of generations back, would often, I told you this story, would often make the bride cry.
Yes.
And that's partly because all the weddings a couple of generations back were arranged. And so the bride probably wasn't very hard to make her cry.
Rabbi's a genius. Josh is a genius. Yeah. It was beautiful. It was incredible. That was really cool. It was really, really magical. You've been told when you're talking.
That was sick.
You've been told when you're talking.
Any reactions?
That was beautiful. And we do not know the Jewish song.
Great job.
Thank you.
How was your signature?
I don't have the best signature.
It was legally binding.
I write a nice Emma, but then the last name it gets bad. I did an I, and then oh, thank you.
You ready for your big moment?
No, neither Rose nor I.
Why were you thinking? What did you live before those hands pulled me from the earth?
Not that. Practicing?
Yeah.
I like the citation.
I know, right? Not minding you at all. I didn't want to scare you.
Okay.
I got your nostril.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'll just follow the purpose of that. You guys didn't match too.
Please be seated.
just witnessed one of the ways that these two people, Josh and Karinyas, for whom we've gathered, and the two traditions, two civilizations that they represent, overlap. 7 circles, each the focus of the other's consciousness and life, each bound to the other in a circle of love, enacting that wordlessly and sharing that in both civilizations. 2 worlds come together. We're almost marking your 8th anniversary of the first meeting. But you were strangers then, and in some deep sense that you actually understand, as strange as it is for me to say this, after you've been together in so many deepening ways over 8 years, you're still strangers to each other. Lovers know that. And that's how desire stays alive inside of the mystery of continuity called marriage. You understand that. But it's good to share your wisdom with others. So enter this chuppah. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, beruchem mibeit Adonai. Welcome to this chuppah, which is actually another symbol that we share, Hindus and Jews. Manda, right, is the Sanskrit term for this which symbolizes the home the two of you are building in the world. To build a home in the world is a strange and difficult task. What does it mean to be at home in the world? Can you be at home if you don't feel at home? And if you do feel at home, are you at home? Can you be at home when so many are homeless? Is home a moment that comes and passes? Is it a place? A topography? These questions are open to you, I know, and to me, and to all of us. But here you stand in the place which is for today the center of the universe. It's the place where that which has been private and personal, your love, is now celebrated in public. And through so, it becomes a juridic fact. Okay. Jewish law tells us that there are 2 cups of wine, the retrospective cup and the prospective cup. That's actually something that my beloved Ilana and I named, traditionally known as Kiddushin and Nisuin. But we understand them as 1 cup of looking back, which a home gives you the perspective to do, to look back at all that had to happen before we could be all of us together here today. Even before that moment 8 years ago, when with the help of high tech, you met. So people had to meet long ago in order for all of us and the 2 of you to be here. And we think of them now, consciously. Some of them are deceased. Just like your grandfather, Dory Loud, was a good friend of ours. Your step-grandfather, Roger Coleman. And Karinyas, Rubu Basu, grandfather. And Krista Gullickson, your aunt. There are others who are in India, or unable to be here now. We're grateful that your grandmother made us. Pratik Dhruva, Rituja Sawant, pardon me, Mishna Banerjee, and Priya Banerjee. And they're your cousins who are in India now, and your nephew, Kian Dhruva. Yeah. So we think of them and all the others who remain unnamed but in our hearts, whose presence is clear to us as we mark the retrospective moment with the retrospective cup of wine, 2 blessings. I'm going to ask you to hold this while I recite these blessings. The first blessing is the blessing over the wine. Wine at a wedding has a symbolic function. It symbolizes impassioned love, the inebriation of love, that which lifts us out of the day-to-day and exposes us to something that is intellectually impossible and existentially that without which you cannot live. The mystery of love, up there with whatever we mean by life. So the first cup of wine begins with a blessing of a wine, and the second blessing alludes to the chuppah, And it alludes to two different aspects of love inside of marriage. A love of intimacy and a love of distance. It says both of these are of the nature of marital love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafem. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshenu mitzvotav v'tzivanu al harayot v'yasar lanu et ha'arusot v'yitir lanu et hanisuot lanu al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai v'kadesh amo Yisrael al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Amen. A sip for yourself, sir, and then for your bride, soon to be your wife. Excellent. And now we have some readings selected by two of your friends. The first reading, which I believe is to be read to us by, hold on, I have it. I have it memorized so I can be present to the moment. How's that for a rationalization? My friend Emily is going to read a piece by the British novelist Jeanette Winterson. Emily. Emily, use the mic, please.
You don't fall in love like you fall in love. You fall like falling through space. It's like you jump off your own private planet to visit someone else's planet. And when you get there, it all looks different. The flowers, the animals, the colors people wear. It is a big surprise falling in love because you thought you had everything just right on your own planet. And that was true in a way. But then somebody signaled to you across space, and the only way you could visit was to take a giant jump. Away you go, falling into someone else's orbit, and after a while you might decide to pull your two planets together and call it home. And you can bring your dog, or your cat, your goldfish, hamster, collection of stones, all your odd socks. The ones you lost, including the holes, are on the new planet you found. And you can bring your friends to visit, and read your favorite stories to each other. And the falling was really the big jump you had to make to be with someone you don't want to be without.
That's it. Thank you for that. And now we have a reading from another of your friends. This is, hold on one moment. Yes, Rose will read Sonnet 115. I thought it was going to be 116, and Yvonne and I remain grateful that you chose 115. Sonnet 115 by the Bard.
Those lines that I before have writ do lie, even those that said I could not love you dearer. Yet when my judgment knew no reason why my most full flame should afterwards burn clearer. But reckoning time, whose millioned accidents creep in twixt vows, and change decrees of kings, tan sacred beauty, blunt the sharpest intents, divert strong minds to the course of altering things. Alas, why fearing of time's tyranny, might I not then say, now I love you best, when I was certain or uncertainty, crowning the present, doubting of the rest. Love is a babe, then might I not say so, to give full growth to that which still doth grow.
So you're going to exchange drinks. You're going to have raise some hands with these readings, or do you distribute them? We're going to hear some words prior to the placing of rings. Spoken groom to bride, bride to groom. So, oh yes, you take a mic.
As I've been thinking about this day, among all the emotions that come with a moment like this, there are two that clearly stand out. First, I'm so proud of the life that we are building together. This might take me a bit. And second, I'm incredibly excited for everything that is to come. Summarizing how I feel concisely, is basically impossible, but I wanted to start with a brief story. Early in our relationship, we attended the Brooklyn Book Festival together. At a panel we attended, one of the authors spoke very disparagingly about the type of relationship where couples spend lots of time folding sheets and towels together, among other everyday activities. Thinking back on that talk, it's clear to me that the beauty and the joy of our relationship is found in these everyday moments. I love folding the laundry with you. I love taking our dog on a walk. I love cooking dinner together. Being with you means there is no everyday, that every day is a gift. And beyond the daily rhythm of life, there's unique pleasure in sharing the things I love with you. Whether it's being dazzled by your literary analysis as we discuss a book at book club, or racing to keep up with your speedy crossword solving skills. As I did this morning, we squeezed the Sunday crossword in this morning. Your presence elevates everything we do together. Sometimes I think about how wonderful it is that every year we are together feels better than the one before. Every year, as we learn more about each other, as we become closer, as we become better friends, we become better partners. Like we're growing together in the same direction. And yet, at the same time, I often think back, and from even the earliest days of knowing each other, see a pattern of your incredible patience. Like, for example, in a late night college discussion we had, when you passionately defended the merits of iambic pentameter against my stubborn skepticism, where I might not have been given Shakespeare his due. What I saw then, and have seen many, many times since then, is how you can beautifully combine your passion and your intelligence with your patience. Patience that you've continued to show as I learn what it means to be a good partner. I feel profoundly lucky that you have chosen me to be your partner. That luck inspires the promise that I make to you today. I don't know that I will ever perfect any of this, but I will show up for you and for us every day, working to be the partner you deserve. Karinya, I love you.
I was like, this is the ring back?
Oh, no.
We're, as you see, we're making it work. So, Josh, this ring belongs to you, right? You can't give you cannot give a gift which in some sense isn't yours. Of course, it's a symbol of what the real gift is that you've already spoken so beautifully, yourself to the other, which is done in words, now in gesture. So now using your right hand, and when you put out your right index finger, so that your hands, place the ring there, so that your hands, just with one hand, the right hand, so that the symbol of friendship in our Western culture is indeed the handshake. And you mentioned friendship so beautifully. So using these words which are Talmudic, that Jewish men have been saying to their brides for less than 2,000 years, so relatively new. You say, Areat,
Mikudeshet li,
Betaba'at,
Zo,
Zo,
Kedat Moshe,
Yisrael.
V'Yisrael.
And now, Karinya, you can place that ring on the finger upon which you're actually wearing. And I believe you have a ring, but it's probably in Josh's jacket. Oh, you have it on your finger? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. As you see, we'll make it work.
not to mention a cappella and theater. And I think about how magical it felt to find someone who loved so many of the same things I did. And who could somehow make all those things even more special just by doing them with me. Over the last 8 years, our shared interests have only expanded. But beyond that, our relationship has grown stronger and has evolved into a truly wonderful partnership. And over those years, I have fallen deeper and deeper in love with you. I love your mind and your eagerness to keep learning, and how the answer to "Don't You Want to Know" is always a resounding yes. I love how through your thoughtfulness you challenge me to engage with the world more deeply. I love your passion and how dedicated you are to your favorite activities, whether it's reading, seeing live theater, watching movies, running, biking. You always commit yourself fully to anything you set your mind to, and even if I sometimes complain about not having enough days to flop on the couch for hours on end, you inspire me to make it a priority to wholeheartedly pursue the things I love as well. I love your heart and how deeply caring you are. Whether it's always being my greatest cheerleader and advocate, or absolutely doting on sweet baby Kona, you have taught me so much about what it means to be there for the people you love. I love that you can be serious and intellectual one minute, and completely silly the next, and deeply vulnerable just a few moments later, and how I feel like I can share all the parts of me with you as well. The hardest part of writing this was not being able to discuss it in depth with you because I'm so used to talking about anything and everything. Loving you is not a choice, but intertwining our lives together is. And I choose you as my life partner. As the world changes and as we inevitably change, I want you by my side through it all. I want a lifetime of trying to keep you in bed after the alarm goes off. Of singing both real and made-up songs around the house with you. Of arriving at shows 30 minutes early just in case. A lifetime of hanging out with you. Of exploring the world with you and finding our place in it together. A lifetime of loving each other and respecting each other and inspiring each other to be the best versions of ourselves. I am so, so excited to start this next phase of life with you. I love you.
You have a ring, yes? This belongs to you, right? Yes. And the selected words, I believe, we agreed, the words I think you made the first time from me, from the Song of Songs, is that right? Is that what we thought? Or do you think it's, or are you iterating the words that, which do you prefer to do? I don't think that.
He's always right.
Maybe there are other things that are missing. So, I need to first of all to apologize to Rumi. Who, the idea of Rumi being here is the key. And Rumi knew about love. So deep and so beautiful. But I don't have the words that you said. Do you think you could, do you have it? You just spoke so beautifully, I don't think you can compose anything further on you. Is Rumi here, Heidi? I think Rose has an idea. Rose? Yeah.
Email.
Did you remember a line from it? We could do it that way.
Remember just a sentence.
All else is momentary.
It's going to come up.
It's okay. You can
So, this will
Break
come
where
up,
we
you
talk.
can take
Dry
it.
our eyes and
That's
wait.
right.
She's closing in on it. This is wonderful. Conjuring Rumi. Technological. So Yeah, so you take this ring in your right hand, Rob. Put your right index finger.
Yes.
Your hands have formed, as we say in Latin, the conjugio dextris. Okay. All right, and these words you are going to say by way of making your declaration, which you've already made so exquisitely, to Josh.
Only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. I surrender my heart into this union, for all else in this world is momentary.
Josh, you can now take this ring and place it on the finger on which you're going to wear. Thanks, boys. Thanks, Rose. Thank you, Ruby. So, at this moment, as we go to what's called traditionally the wedding blessings, there are 7 of them. They happen over the prospective couple. Looking forward, I invite first of all, I want to recognize that Boris and Miriam, their parents, Josh, reminded me that 35 years ago, I was the official at their wedding. So it's an amazing moment to recognize it now as we move to the 7 blessings. The 7 blessings constitute a single unit of poetry. Every translation is an abysmal failure, even a number of the ones I've tried, and other very beautiful ones. I mean, they're much beauty, but they're not the 7 blessings. They're a single poem, I think, parading their 7 separate blessings. They begin with wine. They then go to the creation of everything. So they ask you to imagine the time when there was nothing. Nothing. And then there was a voice that said, let there be light. And a lot of stuff happened after that. We call that the world, the universe, reality. And then it comes to the creation of the human being. Jewish tradition used to understand the human being was independently created. Those of us who accept that Darwin was not a fool understand that the human being is an animal that thinks it's not an animal. That the human being is a member of the living species that people planet Earth, and has dreams of what the animal may yet become. We're not doing so good with that these days, but you know, we're still trying, and we're here. Okay, that's the third. Then it goes to the gift of reproduction, that you guys have the possibility of creating the next generation. May or may not be biologically, you may not, but you will be creating, as you said both so beautifully. Love is a babe, it's still growing, right? And the framework in which you've chosen for it to grow is your marriage. That's the 4th blessing. There's a 5th blessing that recognizes there are seasons where you will not be in touch with your own creativity. You will not feel it. It will feel arid and dark. They're real, they pass. Sometimes it's a long time, sometimes it's short. Hang in there. 5th blessing. The 6th blessing goes back to the first wedding that took place in the Garden of Eden. It's interesting that only one wedding in the Jewish religious imagination happened there in the garden, Adam and Eve. Every other wedding since then remembers the garden in this 6th blessing. But it does so from the posture of city life, or in the case of your Uncle Avi, sometimes rural life. But life down here, not in the garden, but in places like this place where you're getting married, that approaches Gardenic beauty. Okay. And the 7th blessing actually makes clear and literal reference to the city of Jerusalem, which is a city that means Ir Shalom, a city of peace. Talk about an ideal that has not yet been realized. Jews return to live there, but that city is a divided city. 2 populations, and really more than 2, live there. It's a very complex city. And the 7th blessing induces it because it says, this wedding, this day, celebrates, as you guys have worded exquisitely, the possibility that love is all that's really real, and that the world will yet recognize that. And what we taste here with the 2 of you, creating a world, a single world, Karinyas, Josh, Karinyas, that world. This world represents what's possible yet for the world at large. That's the 7th blessing. Jerusalem will yet become a city of peace. This week, I like the way you're holding your hands. You should hold your hands. I'll hold the glass. If I get lost in something, I'll ask for help. So the 7 blessings you just heard rendered non-poetically, but evocatively apple. Now you're going to hear them in Hebrew. I invite you after each of the 7 to call out Amen, which means, yeah, let it be. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shakol baral kvodo. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et ha'adam betzalmo b'tzelem demut havnito והקים לו ממנו בניין עד היד, ברוך אתה אדוני, יוצר האדם. סוס תסיס ותגיל ההכרה, בתוך בקיבוץ בנה לתוכה בשמחה, ברוך אתה אדוני, משמח ציון בבניה. שמח תשמח רעים האהובים, כשמחך יצרך בגן עדן מקדם, ברוך אתה אדוני. משמח חתן וחלה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר ברא ששון ושמחה חתן וחלה. אשר ברא ששון ושמחה חתן וחלה. גילה רינה ניצה וחדווה אהבה ואחווה ושלום ורעות, מהרה אדוני אלוהינו יישמע בהרי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים, כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן וכל כלה, כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן וכל כלה, כל מצוות חתנים מחופתם ונערים מנשתי נגינתם, ברוך אתה אדוני משמח החתן עם הכלה. Amen. Take a sip from the second cup, the prospective cup of blessing. So, in a moment, Josh breaks a glass, Karinyas stomps in support. The breaking of the glass will also mark your departure from us, where you will spend the first moments of your married life sequestered. To experience in private the revolution that you have wrought in public. And when you're ready, you'll come out and join us. You'll belong to us. Before we break the glasses in you often, we call out after the breaking of the glass, I don't think I got a Sanskrit or a Hindi expression, but the equivalent of congratulations. In Hebrew we say mazal tov or mazel tov. And Josh, this beautiful talit, I'm going to wrap the two of you in this beautiful talit, and I'm going to offer you quietly a blessing. All right, you got your stage directions. You know you're going to disappear, and we'll let you go. I can't resist, but I will not. Saying this last thought. You're breaking this as both an expression of joy that cannot be contained, and it's also a recognition, as we heard in the incredible Donya that was played for us by Merrill, combination of a kind of deep joy with a present sadness about the brokenness of the world in which you bring your wholeness. It's an expression of your understanding that this is for real and reality is complex.
Cool. I think we're all good. Okay, let's go that way. Hell yeah, I want my hair. So. Wow. So nice. Oh my god.
She can. They don't let her.
They pick her up.
They don't let her cross the street. Still, to this day, because I remember the no pause on ground days, but
No, this is just for cross
for the bride and groom. Why do people get married?
Because they love each other and they want to dedicate their lives to each other. And I'm so excited for Josh and Karinyas.
Do you want them to name their first child after you? Or do you have any naming ideas?
Coda could be a good name for a child. We gotta have a Coda dog and a Coda child.
That would be really funny, honestly. And then the child would have to know that she was kind of named after a dog.
Yeah. No, it's not a good name, actually, to be clear. But
it would be funny.
Yes.
It would be funny.
But they could do like Cora and Coda.
That would be kind of great. That would be great. We're gonna go get a snack.
Being called the fake videographer.
I feel like I'm doing like analog nib. It's a part of the whole concept. It fulfills a need. It's an experiential kind of like lived process.
I could be a documentary, right?
No. That's the product that likes to come.
Yeah, but I forgot how to do it.
Oh, it's with the part up here.
Oh, yeah, right?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Karinyas and Josh's wedding reception. My name is David, and I've been asked to serve as a DJ for tonight. To watch them celebrate, share their vows, and we get to dance and enjoy the party tonight. Are you guys ready to have a good time? It gives me great pleasure to introduce 25, Mr. Josh Goldman and Mrs. Karinyas. That's right, it's official. They are husband and wife. Earlier today, you got to witness their first kiss, and now for another first, their first dance. Once again, nice round of applause for our newlyweds. Family and friends, it's time to kick off this celebration with a traditional hora. I need everyone up out of their seats. The celebration begins.
Josh and Karinyas, you have inspired me to do something audacious and brand new. This is my first speech by Ron, so don't judge. And give me time. From Petah Tikva, Israel, to a city formerly known as Bombay, I would like to thank everyone who has come to celebrate with us today. From old friends to new, it's so great to rejoice with you. I love that my village is growing, so let's keep the good vibes flowing. About 8 years ago to this day, a handsome young couple began their way. Very shortly thereafter, while having fun in the sun, Uncle Ben turned to me and said, "You know, she's the one." Does he remember saying this so long ago, and how he was so certain? I honestly will never know. From bookmarks, crossword puzzles, and things to do with tea, these two have so much in common. The compatibility is plain to see. Karinyas, my dear, it has been such a joy to get to know you with all of your poise. You do everything with so much love and insight. When posed with dilemma, I often say to Josh, Karinyas is usually right. Karinyas' organizational skills are second to none. The perfection here today is because she knows how to get things done. As two souls merge, the impact abounds. Now loved ones and cultures unite into something beautiful and profound. To the Yara and Bazu families, mere words cannot relay how happy I am to join our families together today. And thankful, I might add, for this Marriages World Tour, which will allow us to witness their commitment in India once more. To Josh and Karinya, words of wisdom I have none. You have each other, so you have it all, my daughter and son. As Rod Stewart so eloquently sang in Forever Young, and when you finally fly away, I'll be hoping that I served you well. For all the wisdom of a lifetime, no one can ever tell. But whatever road you choose, I'm right behind you, win or lose. So, please raise your glasses, let's offer a toast to this couple who vow forevermore to love each other the most.
And now please welcome up the father of the groom, Boris Goldman.
Woo!
Wow, that was a hard act to follow. I'm Boris Goldman, Josh's dad, and Josh gave me 3 minutes for my toast. So, of course, I prepared a short 20-page speech. Just kidding, Josh, just kidding. First, a heartfelt welcome to all of our friends and family who've traveled from near and far. Each and every one of you is very important to us, and we're thrilled to celebrate this auspicious day with you. Today is the day that we officially welcome Karinya into our family. But the truth is, you've been part of our family for years. And I'm a crier, so just answer.
I got it promised.
Karinya lived with us for 9 months during the pandemic. And after numerous ski trips, Disney trips, and of course Harry Potter Thanksgivings, we've gotten to know and love Karinya. Josh and Karinya make a wonderful couple. They share many interests together, including a love of theater, music. They're both very talented. Tea, and of course, books and reading. Josh was a precocious reader. In fact, he was a precocious child. He was speaking in full sentences by the time he was a year, and he was reading by the time he was 3, self-taught. But what most people don't know is that Josh was a little chatterbox growing up. You wouldn't know it now, but his Uncle Jonathan, after babysitting him one time, turned to Miri in sheer exhaustion and said, "This kid burns calories just talking." Josh was always willing to chat about a book he was reading, or 2 or 3 he was reading, or the book you were reading. And I never thought I'd meet anyone who loved reading as much as Josh, until I met Karinya. And Karinya, as in all things academic, is more than a match for Josh. Your marriage is a singular event, as you merge 2 distinct cultures, each with its own rich and diverse traditions and customs. And I wish you both every joy and happiness that life has to offer. But if you hit bumps along the way, you'll solve them together. You'll manage together. And that brings to mind an event that occurred. We were in New York City with Josh and Karinya. This was maybe 6 months ago. And we were discussing something or another. And what's important is that there were varying opinions expressed. And after a few minutes, Josh said, "I can look this up, but Karinya is always right. She's just always right." So, Karinya, we love that you're smart enough to always be right. And Josh, we love that you're smart enough to know it. So there's an old Yiddish toast, and for those that speak Yiddish, please forgive the pronunciation. But it goes something like this. Gesinnt, Parnusses, and Nachis in the Kinder. It's the Brooklyn crowd. And just roughly translated, what it means is good health, good fortune, and take joy in your children. And Josh and Karina both give me immense joy. So raise your glasses. L'chaim.
And now, please welcome the mother of the bride, Ranjita Giara.
Oh, that those are both very hard acts to follow. Karinya, my dearest one, my baby. Okay, I'm going to cry, so I'm just saying this out loud. As I was watching you under the huppah, you looked so heartbreakingly lovely, so confident, and so much in love, and just happier than I have ever seen you. And I was so proud that you had the courage to open your heart and completely commit to love, the kind of love that lasts a lifetime. I still remember when you were born. Many people in the room are here right now who were there that day. And you were a tiny little thing, like less than 6 pounds. And yet she filled our world, our universe, our hearts, and we've just never looked back. And through the years growing up, I'm a first-generation immigrant coming from India, and Karinya was my teacher, my conduit into the ways of American life. And she taught me about, music, going to choir recitals, and theater, and literature. I remember her telling me Hemingway, how she loved, and Steinbeck, and all the books that she loved growing up. And, but she also very patiently answered my questions, like, what is a prom? And why do all children have to wear braces on their teeth? I don't understand this. And what, my daughter has a boyfriend? Josh from Connecticut? I still remember the day when I picked her up from the airport. She had just come back from spring break, I think, from college. And I could just see the glow on her face, and she just looked like this, barely suppressed excitement. So I knew something was up. And before we got home, she just burst out, "Mom, I'm in love! I have met somebody, and he is amazing." And I just looked at her, and I saw that look on her face, and I knew this wasn't an infatuation. This was the real deal. And so a few months later, I had the pleasure of meeting Josh for the first time at a museum, of course. And the first thing I noticed about him was his smile. He has the kind of smile that is like the sun coming out from outside clouds, right? Just like fills up your heart. But also very knowledgeable. He proceeded to tell me everything he knew about Michelangelo. And the books he was reading, and I knew then that Karinya had met her person, the person that just matched her so beautifully. And after that, Josh came to India and became part of our family in India, and he was just so adventurous, open to anything, learning a new language, all of these things that we just kind of embraced him right away. And I also wanted to thank Josh's family, Boris, Miri, Rebecca, Rachel, for taking in Karinya during COVID. That was just so beautiful and generous, and I will forever remember that. And finally, just a couple of days ago, I was watching Karinya braiding the challah bread and learning how to do that for the first time, and I was just thinking that is what I was so proud of both of them for braiding their families together, braiding our cultures together, so that we are all stronger for it, so that we can all learn how to appreciate each other, how to give each other grace, how to understand each other. So let's raise our glass to Karinyas and Josh for showing us the way. May the flower of their love forever be in bloom.
Keep your hands clapping for the father of the bride, Jan Viara.
So I've mentioned this a few times today. I have known that has kept me going for 26 years. And I'm here today after wedding because of the love she has given me. The love and the support. So I'm going to do things a little differently. I want you all to participate in what I'm doing here, so to speak, on stage. I will talk about her a little bit as a baby, a little bit as a child growing up, and a little bit as an adult. There will be 3 chapters. At the end of each chapter, I want you to pause, take 5 seconds, close your eyes, and I'd like each one of you to strike a pose based on what you are feeling at that moment. So when Karinyas was born, as a biologist, I've known that babies don't focus right away, but Karinyas did. I have a photograph to prove that. Minutes after she was born, I was holding her, looking straight in her eyes. She gazed straight back at me, and she was blowing bubbles. It was going to be a party life, I knew that then. Karinyas was always distinctly different. She started rolling before she crawled. She didn't have the strength to crawl, but she figured out she could push herself and roll. She rolled about from room to room. She sang before she could speak. We would watch PBS shows all day, all mornings, before we headed out for walks. And she did that. She sang before she could speak. Take 5 seconds, close your eyes, strike a pose. This all also relates to the next phase of her life. So she did a workshop in kindergarten, in theater, absolutely loved it. We realized that her teacher to be in middle school was the person that ran the workshop. We were excitedly looking forward to her moving on to middle school, and of course through middle school and high school, and some of our friends are right here who participated in theater with her. She was not only getting interested in theater, but I think she was preparing herself for the current career she has had in strategy consulting. You wonder, why am I saying that? Well, here's how things would go. I would pick her up from school, and she'd go, "Dad, do you have to get to work right away after we get home?" I'm like, "Oh, I could wait. I could do stuff later at night." "Is it a little warm today?" "Yeah, sure, it's a little warm." "Are you a little bit hungry?" "Yes." "Can we go and have ice cream?" So she laid out everything, making sure that I had no reason to say no. And she raised a question. Remember this because it's going to come back in a moment. So when she started doing her theater, one of the most amazing moments, of course I saw her in every play and every musical that she had on stage, but one day I took her to work with me. And I was a professor, my classes were 400 students strong. She walked ahead of me before I entered class and convinced the class she was 13. She convinced the class she was a substitute teacher. Until I walked in, and then the students laughed out loud, knowing what they'd done. We started traveling to Kona, Hawaii, because I was part of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society marathon teams, triathlon teams, and she would come since she was 5 and support me every year. A couple of days ago, she gave me this image, which is her and I wearing the same team colors, a memory that is closest to her. We used to go to Kona, Hawaii, and now you know the origins of her dog's name, Kona. Well, next chapter is when I suddenly see on her Instagram post while she's in Colombia, this photograph with this boy. And I say, Karinyas, who's this cute boy? And her reply is, Josh. Nothing else. And I knew something was up, because usually it would have been, oh, he's in my acapella group, he's in my theater group, nothing. It was just Josh. I'm like, okay, that's something to think about. Well, she was supposed to go to Ireland for a meeting and present. She came to visit me before that, and she tells me, go back to that ice cream story, she tells me, Dad, you went to Barcelona, right? Yeah. Did you really like it? I said, I loved it. The art museums, you know, it was fun, the food. I said, well, Josh is going to be traveling around Europe, and his friends are going to be leaving, and Josh is going to be in Barcelona all on his own. And it's right after my meeting in Ireland. And I look at her and say, okay, so, and your birthday is coming up? Okay, I'll get you a ticket to Barcelona. Tell your mom to change your ticket back. So she ends up going to Barcelona. Well, the only one surprised was Josh. Now, the meeting she was going to was a meeting on happiness, and I think Josh was happily surprised. So as I got to know Josh and Karinyas through the pandemic were so very careful with me and my cancer history. They would wear N95 masks even on hikes. I remember those were hard days. And that caring and love continues. This week, Josh told me so many times, here's the emergency, the powder to be added to the water with the vitamins and the vitamin C. And here's the emergency, don't have your caffeine in your tea later on. Here's some herbal tea. And you know, it's little things like that I've got to know about Josh and about how well Josh looks after Karinyas and Karinyas Josh, that make me confident that this is a wonderful pairing. I'm so glad you found each other. I love you both. Thank you. You may strike a pose again.
Jayan, don't go anywhere just yet. It is time to segue into another tradition, and that is the father-daughter dance. Once again, a nice round of applause to the father of the bride, Jayan Hiara. Once again, Karinyas sharing a dance with her father on her wedding. And following the father-daughter dance, father-daughter dance is the mother-son dance. Let's give a nice round of applause to the mother of the groom, Mary Goldman. Once again, Josh sharing a dance with his mother on his wedding day. And since we are celebrating love tonight, what better way to reopen up our dance floor than with a love song? So I'd like to invite all the couples to come on out. It is time to share a dance.
I was around 8 years old, and honestly, I can't really remember life before her. She's been a part of our family for so many years that I truthfully forgot they still had to get married. While Josh and Karinya could not make every family event, I only truly considered it a special occasion when they were there. By the age of 10, in my mind, she was and had already been a part of the family. This wedding just makes things official. But to me, Karinya has been my sister for almost 6 years already. She's truly had an incredible impact on my life, from being my roller coaster buddy to talking to me about life in general. And I'm so grateful to have her in my life. I love you so much. Josh, you can begin. I still remember when you lived at home before college, and I made it a tradition to go and wake you up every morning at around 6 a.m., no matter whether it was a Monday or a Saturday morning. Growing up, I had always looked forward to when I got to visit you in the city, and then COVID hit, and it was like all my dreams came true. I was finally able to live at home with all three of my siblings. I remember playing tons of Mario Kart and having lots of chocolate croissants. They were really good. It was the best spring and summer of my life. I still remember our late night outings to McDonald's. Those were my favorite. We have so many special traditions like going to Barnes & Noble, and I can convince you, doing face masks, and getting boba. I'm so grateful that I have you as my older brother, and I would not have made it to where I am without you. I especially love Rachel's family cookbook. So my family has this unique tradition of whenever we're together and someone says something funny, we write it down. And as my mom says, whenever we are in a funk, or as I say, when we want to reminisce, we pull out the cookbook. So some of my favorite quotes is when we were in Disney and Josh so confidently said, "It is insane how much energy you waste sitting up and standing down." Or when Josh told a joke and I decided to repeat it for everyone. But no one except Josh was listening. So he said, "The only person that's listening is me, and I'm the one who told the joke." As I said, you were always listening to what I had to say, whether or not you knew what it was that I was trying to say. As he clearly stated, I really wish I knew what she was saying. However, one of my favorites is we used to do a lot of baking during COVID, and so we were making cupcakes. And Josh goes, "Do you want to try frosting some of them?" And I heard something else, and I said, "Sure, I'll try some frosting." In all, I love you so much and don't know what I would do without you. I'm so grateful I got to grow up with you guys in my life, and can't wait for all the new experiences we will make at Disney and beyond. Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Josh's sister, Rachel. I was ordered to take after this, so I'll keep it short. Josh. Oh shoot. Josh. We've always said you needed someone who could challenge you intellectually. And in Karinyas, you've truly met your match. I love watching you two geek out over books and team up on difficult crosswords. It's clear you found someone who not only matches your intellect, but challenges you in all the right ways. Josh, your passion for everything you do has always inspired me. From a young age, you've thrown yourself completely into whatever captured your interest. For example, for those of you who don't know, Josh had an intense comic book series he wrote. He had it all organized in colorful plastic drawers in our basement and used to sit down there for hours writing stories. I occasionally had the honor of contributing my artistic talents as your illustrator. He used to deliver these comic books to my parents on Sunday mornings while they were still in bed for a Sunday morning read. That dedication has followed you throughout your life. And now, watching you pour that same intensity into building a life with Karinyas makes me incredibly proud to call you my brother. You've always set the bar high, and somehow you just keep raising it. Karinyas, your enthusiasm is contagious, and you've seamlessly become a part of our family. Whether it's waking up at 6 a.m. on our Disney trips and running through the parks with us, which, by the way, I can barely keep up with, and I've been a part of this family for 25 years, or tackling the ski slopes for the first time as an adult. You approach life with such joy and determination, and it's one of the many qualities I love and admire about you. And it's not just on vacations. Since I've been living in New Orleans, you've become like a second older sister to Rebecca, being there for her when I can't be. And for that, I am truly grateful and thankful that I can also call you my sister. I'm so excited to be celebrating you both today, and I cannot wait to see what adventures lie ahead for you. So, everyone, if you could please raise your glasses to Josh and Karinyas. May your marriage be filled with great books, solved puzzles, and all the love and happiness you both deserve. Cheers.
And how about a nice hand for both Rachel and Rebecca. Coming up shortly, we are going to be doing their cake cutting ceremony and our newly... ceremony, and they will be speaking to all of you. Sing, sing.
Hello, thank you all so much for being here with us tonight. It's truly so wonderful to have all of you from so many different places and so many different walks of life of our lives coming together to celebrate us today.
Yeah, thank you all so much. Let's have cake.
You could leave that microphone there because I need Rose to come on up. She's going to grab the microphone there.
Ooh, this is a little surprise for Josh and Karinyas. So, as we know, Josh and Karinyas have many talents. And they have very kindly allowed me to source like 45-second each audio recordings, little echoey, of them from many years ago singing some beautiful tunes. Because we can't have a Josh and Karinyas wedding without a Josh and Karinyas song. This is not as a separate song. So we're going to hear all of just... Slow it down for some Josh.
Yeah, Rose. Woo.
It's coming.
I'm watching the video.
Josh.
something to say. This is Hey So, and take it in drag.
Josh and Karinyas, we are so happy for you guys. Congratulations on your wedding. Karinya, you are, I mean, I've known you since you were a little girl. You are a superstar. I hope that you never let that die. I hope that you foster that, and Josh helps you foster that. You guys build a beautiful, lovely, long, happy life together.
You guys are a beautiful couple, and I wish you so many years of amazing happiness. You have a great group of friends, great family. You guys are truly blessed, and we love you very much.
Secret to a happy marriage?
Always find the humor in everything.
Yes.
And don't forget to keep evolving together.
Always grow.
Oh, like now?
Oh, okay.
Okay, awesome. Josh and Karinya, I love you guys so much. This is the most fun. Let me get that finger in. This is the most fun wedding. This is just beautiful and perfect. We love it. We love you guys. Mwah.
Joey said it all. This is literally the best. That's most fun, most dancing. I'm having the best time. Love you guys.
Woo! Finally! Finally!
That's my reaction. More importantly.
Josh, what do you like about Karinya?
She's a lot of fun to be with. She's very sweet. She's very smart. And she makes me happy.
Karinya, what do you like about Josh?
That he's sweet, and he's cute, and he's a little sweetheart, and I love him.
I like the...
Josh and Karinyas for the last dance of the evening.
All the small things, true care, true brings, all the way, one love, you're right, my trip, always, I know, you'll be at my side, watching, waiting, commiserating, saying so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Late night, come home. Worst thoughts, I know. She left me running by the stairs. Surprising how you know she cares. Saying so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home.
That's right, they did it. Give it up for our newlyweds.
Saying so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Keep your head still, I'll be your thrill. Never go on, you're a windmill. Saying so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Keep your head still, I'll be your thrill. Never go on, never go on. You're a windmill.
One more time and give it up for Karinyas and Josh. Good night.
Oh, do a cool whistle. Do a cool whistle. I got another call.
Just have to make one more.
I didn't understand. Do you want it? I'll just French it. You know what it is?
No, please.
So the poet is saying, previously, I wrote all these love letters to you. And
Yeah.
I said, I love you so much. I could never love you more than I love you right now.
Yeah.
However, I'm a dumbass. That was like, I didn't
right now. And so from now on, what I will say, and what I should have said then, is I love you right now the most I have ever loved you. And from the future on, every moment that I love you will be the most I ever love you.
Yeah. It's so amazing that you just delivered that in iambic pentameter.
I know.
That was beautiful.
And it is, when you guys told me you wanted me to read a sonnet, I was like, okay, we'll see, because the sonnets are notoriously rude.
Yeah.
And that's really...
It was a very specific selection.
And I literally, the whole time, I was like, thank God Rose was chosen. And I was like, all I have was a I'm great.
I ran out of the tape on my camera cover, so I'm using my phone. It's going to be part of the overall product.
Will this also be on the DVD?
Oh yes, it's going to be difficult to access as well as
That's the way to do it.
heartwarming and unedited.
I think so too. Why do I look like I'm bald? What is happening? This could not have been worse. We did a redo, it's still bad.
The third friend is not here right now, but they were all in my apartment for my 30th birthday party. We had some of Karinyas friends as well. And we lied, and some of Karinyas friends were like, oh, let's have this other person. Like, are they?
We give thruple energy. We do give thruple energy.
Swing, baby,
What?
swing.
What?
Baby.
We just love our friends too much.
You're gonna show up next time and have like a big upside down pineapple pins.
Listen. I'll be there in 1 second.
Tip, are you really busy right now?
It will now. It will figure it out.
I think he is smelling